Hello and welcome back. Today I wanted to review these, which as you can tell are a set of LED Nunchucks. This is probably the cheapest product that I've ever reviewed on this channel, but I still kind of like them, and they fill a niche in the market. So let me talk about these, where they come from, what they do, and how they compare to similar products. So these things came from Aliexpress. You can find them online on Wish and a bunch of other places as well. The price on them varies from about $10 to about $20 usually. I don't think I usually see them for more than $20 unless somebody's really trying to do a markup. But if you order like 3 or 4 of them, you can get them for like 10 bucks a piece. All right, so what they are is a polycarbonate tube. Now this is very similar to lightsaber blade material. It's durable, it's frosted or trans white, I guess is what they call this. So it lights up fairly well and it's fairly durable. The construction on these things, they're threaded and the chain section screws in, connected on the back by a ring, so it does sink down into the blade. These things screw in pretty deep, so you don't have to worry about them becoming disconnected while you're using them. You do have to worry about getting the thing back on straight because you can cross-thread it fairly easily. The light portion down at the bottom is pretty cheesy by lightsaber market standards. Here it is, just a tiny little LED. There's a little spring connector in there so that when you move it, it lights up. This part right here unscrews, and there are button cell batteries in there. So the batteries on this need to be replaced. It is not rechargeable. Okay, there's a little bit of a connection issue as well. I had to unscrew and rescrew these things in several times before I got the LED to the right connection so that it worked. They are not particularly bright, as you can see, but they are designed so that they don't go on when the nunchucks are not in use. You actually have to swing it. When you swing it, that is definitely enough light to notice, so it accomplishes the job of being a glowing LED nunchuck. The weight on these is actually pretty nice. The chain length is nice. So the design is such that you can do halos and all the other tricks that you can do with nunchucks with these fairly easily. I actually passed these off to at least 3 or 4 different black belts who were messing around with them, and they all were pretty impressed with the way that they handle. They are cheap, but they are efficient enough to handle well, and they're they're a comfortable size and shape. All right, so the only thing about them, that LED that I had in there, with hard use, that thing will pop out and start to float around inside the nunchuck. If that happens, or if it becomes disconnected, you can unscrew it, fix the LED, and you're back in business. All right, so they make these in solid colors. Because of the fact that you can unscrew it here, that does mean that if you got one set of blue, one set of red, you could mix and match them and make 2 sets of half blue, half red. They also have a color cycle. The color cycle ones, as soon as you hit it, I don't know if you might be familiar with some of those like glowing bouncy ball things. As soon as it hits, it cycles through a preset series of colors. The nunchucks that are the color cycles are that. I kind of prefer the single color just because the idea of it having that cheesy low-tech accelerometer feature where it only comes on if it's in motion, that was more appealing to me than it's going to cycle until it's done cycling, and then if you're still moving, it'll keep going, and if you're not, it'll turn off. So, how do these compare to other items on the market? Well, Store makes a set of saber nunchucks that uses more lightsaber-like technology. Higher watt LED, rechargeable lithium batteries. Those are obviously a much better creature, much higher quality creature. They also don't have black bars at the end. They terminate in rounded edges and the whole thing glows. So the Store ones, they are obviously a superior product. They're also 70 bucks. So The cost on these, cost to value, I think these are a cute little thing to play around with, and if they get broken and messed up, they actually come with backup LEDs. So you get a replacement set of LEDs with every one of these that you get. So they anticipate that they're going to get messed up. But in terms of usability, price to value, I really like these. I don't regret this at all. I actually bought a whole bunch of them just to have around and to give out to people. And they're definitely a fun toy. While they may not be designed to last, they are designed to be used, and they're pretty easy to fix. So nameless brand or non-name brand, Aliexpress budget LED nunchucks. This is what you get if you end up with any of those online. Don't believe the pictures that have them glowing like an actual lightsaber. They don't, but they do glow enough that once again, you see it. All right, hopefully this review has been of use. If it has, I'll see you next time.